Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is September the 20th, 2020. This is our Google price prediction update about an analyst telling that Google is now a sell. Now for us, we're here to give you all the news according to the charts without all that FOMO and FUD. There's so many people out there that is trying to get you to act a certain way. But in actuality, the price chart tells you precisely what the market is already feeling. I mean, when you have multi-billion-dollar hedge funds and major institutions coming out and they're looking at the same particular information we are, but you know what? They have the ability to do the deep dive research into the market, formerly known as, or what many people call, fundamental analysis. So why do you need focus on that? Let them do that hard work. Let them do that hard work, because once they actually make their decision as to whether or not they're going to jump into a market, best believe that they have already done their research. So they have literally done the legwork for us. All we need to do is focus on the price chart, because they are also in the market. Their positions are also being seen on this price chart. So once they have concluded their research, then we should have an idea off the price chart alone as to what they're thinking. So we don't have to do all that fundamental analysis. That stuff is pointless from our standpoint. Now, if this is your first time watching our video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because that's our focus is on the price chart. This is our research. This is how we're able to determine what the market is going to do before it actually gets there. Hit that bell notification as well too, so you all will see our content once we actually upload it here on this platform. Today we're going to talk about Google, and the last time we did our video in Google was July the 3rd, 2020. We expected the market in Google to go higher. You guys can tell that is precisely what the market trap has done, right? Here we are right here. We expected the market in Google to go higher. So at least 4.65% profitability could have been had in your account taken from the trap. That's our whole premise, to beat him to the particular price level before he gets there. That's how you're able to grab profits out the market. So at least 4.65%. If you're able to time Google on the open of the week of August the 31st, at least 12% could have been made. Bam, done. It's over, right? So we got to look forward. What can we anticipate from the trap going forward in Google now? Because the title of this video also talks about analysts saying that Google is now a sell. So we should see some things on this price chart to substantiate that. Let's dive on into it right now and see. Let's get rid of this. So at least 12% or 4.65% profitability taken out the market. That is done. That is over. And here we are now. So I'm going to take this horizontal line right here and I'm going to change it. And I wanted to show you all whether or not the market in Google broke a trend, right? So if you've been following the market in Google, you can already see how this market in Google broke a trend. Now it broke this trend last week, okay, right here. The week of September the 8th, 2020 broke that. Also prior to then, we saw an increase in volume and a lot of volatility in the market in Google. So we definitely seen some hints in the past 2 weeks of the market in Google showing us weakness. Are we still seeing that today? That's the question. And emphatically, the answer is yes. The market in Google is still giving us weakness because last week we saw this massive spread bar, right? Very wide spread closing towards the low of the bar, meaning that this area in Google could not hold support. If we would have saw the market in Google close above $1,520, that'd be more positive into showing how the trap is trying to bring the value higher, but that did not occur. So again, we broke support at 1520. We broke this ascending line to the downside, 2 strikes already. So the anticipation of higher price in Google is not there yet. take a look at the market and Google on the monthly time frame. This is even worse. This is definitely hinting that this market in Google has some more room to go lower in price. Now, granted, we got 10 days left before this monthly price bar ends, but still, that's still weakness. We're still seeing anticipation of lower prices to occur in Google. Daily time frame. So the question is, where can the market go in Google before we find some support? Because Friday, right there on the 18th, the market already came and bounced and hit some support at 1440. That lets me know that we're at least going to try to consolidate and even move higher over the next coming days. But the weakness into the market in Google has not disappeared. It is still here. Just got to learn how to find it. So what do you expect the market in Google to do? Let's take a look at the market real quick on a 4-hour chart, and you can see there's no strength in the market in Google. So we just need to determine how low can this market in Google go. 1440 already have that support. Next area is going to be $1,400 even. So we got $1,400 even all the way down to 1360 for support. That's where it is. Okay, so we already have market showing us weakness. We broke this trend, we broke support, and even on the weekly time frame still shows us, and a monthly time frame it still shows us that weakness is still prevalent. So we're going to play the market in Google to the downside. Restriction currently is there at 1480, but I'm going to extend it up there to 1520. Like we told you earlier, that it was restriction. And we're going to TP the market around $1,400 in Google, but we can see it come all the way back down to 1360 as well. Okay, so this is our forecast. We see $1,400 for support. That's where we're going to TP the market at, but it could come down to 1360 if the overall economy does not improve from the coronavirus. Now, this is our forecast. Dialogue. Where do you see the market in Google going over the next couple of weeks? We're still anticipating some lower price from the price chart based off the traps price movements. Where do you see Google going? Is it a buy? Is it a sell? Tell us your TP price as well. And that's it. We just sit back and let the market perform, and we'll see how we'll do. Questions, comments, let us know. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and we'll talk again on our next video.